Hello and welcome back to Backstage 360. I'm Kelly Bennett, and we're here at the NAMM 2025 show in Anaheim, California, and I run into these guys, and these guys, wow, this is Venice, and these are the members of Venice. They're a four-part harmony. Their music is amazing. They are amazing, and we're going to get to meet them right now. Kipp, you are one of the leaders of the band. Tell us, who do we have right here?
My name is Kipp. Are we okay?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Just changing the lights. All right.
Sorry,
We got to make sure we look good.
I know.
My name is Kipp Lennon. I'm one of the lead singers.
Okay.
This is my cousin Michael Lennon.
Okay.
And he is lead guitarist and vocalist.
Okay.
This is my brother Pat Lennon, and he is other guitar player and vocalist. And then that's our cousin, his brother Marky Lennon, who's the other lead vocalist.
Okay. Did you all get that?
Yeah.
Seriously?
There will be a quiz at the end. Yeah.
Now, we were talking before, and you said there's something to do with the Lennon sisters?
The Lennon sisters from the Lawrence Welk Show are our four oldest sisters in our family. We have 11 brothers and sisters in our family.
Okay.
And that makes them the cousins of them. They have 13 brothers and sisters.
So you guys probably all grew up together then, right?
Yes, our whole life. So we didn't know we were going to be in a band together until we were in our teens. But we always sang together and hung out together.
Wow,
Yeah.
that must have been fun at Christmas.
And everything, every holiday, every gathering, everybody sang. Our dads sang in a vocal group together before there was ever even the Lennon sisters. Our dads and their brothers sang together, the original Lennon brothers. So we grew up with harmonies all the time.
Do you think that was the reason why you guys got into music?
I mean, it stands to reason that we were around music all the time, so no one ever pushed us to be in show business or anything, but we just loved singing and doing harmonies and playing music together. So kind of just been doing it since 1977. I joined Michael's band in 1977, and we were doing Frampton and Zeppelin and all that stuff, playing dances and parties. Yeah. And then eventually Marky joined in 78, and Pat joined in 80, and then we started doing our own music.
Okay.
And since then we put out a whole bunch of albums.
What was his band?
It didn't have a name. When I joined,
name band.
Yeah. But we were playing at Gazzari's up on Sunset, and that was back in the 70s. So yeah. And then eventually we started writing our own songs and making albums. And yeah.
So when did Venice when was Venice created?
77, basically. Yeah. And the reason we call it Venice is because our family is like 5 generations of Venice, California. Like our grandparents moved there in 1917. So yeah.
And do you still have property there?
Yeah. Marky lives in their family home, and we still live there. A ton of Lennons still live there. Yeah.
Boy, could you imagine the stories that house could tell?
Yeah. We know the stories actually.
Huge families.
Yeah.
Your Christmases must be off the charts.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we started doing our own music, like apart from the style of Lennon sisters and Lawrence Welk and our uncles. We started doing our own music, like basically rock, folk type stuff, ever since. So we've got 20 albums or something like that. 25.
25 albums.
And we go to Europe about once a year for the last 25 years because we have a really nice following in the Netherlands. And
people.
Really? Oh, okay. So yeah, we love that, and we come here to the NAMM show once a year and play. We have a nice, really loyal following in California.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
I've heard of them. And they've told me I need to talk to you.
And over the years, we've been really lucky because we've gotten to sing and play with some of our heroes because they were based in Southern California. So David Crosby, Stevie Nicks, Jackson Brown. We toured with Roger Waters for a couple of years, and we've just played with lots of different people. We've been lucky because they like our sound, and they like that we're nice people. One of the things about showbiz is that if you stick around long enough and you don't burn any bridges, you're just nice. People remember you for the right reasons. So we just keep going where a lot of bands follow, even bands with big hits are gone now. And we keep going because we really are having fun and we like it. And people like what we're doing, and it's good vibes.
For somebody who's never heard of your music, never heard of your band, what type of music would you say that you play?
Rock.
Same.
If you like the Eagles, the Beatles, Crosby, Stills and Nash, Fleetwood Mac, Steely Dan, Stevie Wonder, if you like that kind of music, you're gonna like us.
And it's original, but it's original music.
It's all original, yeah.
Okay. Because you're not doing covers of Stevie Nicks and
That's
Jackson.
our whole other band.
Yeah.
Well, we have done a couple of cover albums,
Okay.
but mostly we do originals. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. So you're going to be playing at NAMM today. What are you all doing right now? Do you have an album coming out? Is there anything happening right now? Or that's something that you're working on?
Brunch buffet, yeah.
Yeah, we just finished a brand new original album that just came out called Stained Glass. If you want any information on Venice, you can go to venicetheband.com, and there's a store there. So we're really proud of that new album. But then we just finished recording part 2 of our covers, which we did one cover album a long time ago called Brunch Buffet. So this one's called Brunch Buffet 2, and we're really excited. That's going to be coming out in the spring, and then we'll go back to Europe and do a tour there again. So yeah, we're really excited.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's exciting. When do you leave for Europe?
Sorry?
When do you leave for Europe?
September, next September.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, we were just there in December doing some Christmas shows.
Okay.
And then now we'll go back in September for the new album.
You said Netherlands. You guys are you all sweet? Are you from there? I mean, is any background?
It's just one of those big in Japan kind of stories where we got the phone call that a DJ was playing our record 25 years ago, and we got a really big following, much bigger than here even. So it's really nice. You know, we get to do TV shows and radio and stuff. Yeah, yeah, it's great. We're really lucky.
Wow. So where can people find your music? Because obviously, if you go to Venice.com, I'm going to assume we'll probably get to the city.
Yeah,
correct?
but you can also go to like Apple Music.
No, Venice the band.
VeniceTheBand.com.
Yeah.
VeniceTheBand.com.
Yes.
Apple Music.
Yeah, Spotify, Apple Music, and anywhere, like any of those platforms will have Venice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Exciting. Anything else? Did I miss anything?
We have a new book coming out.
Book?
About one of our songs.
A book?
Yeah, there's a song called The Family Tree, which is all about. We originally wrote it as a tribute to those members that have passed on in our family, but about how the tree continues to grow even though the leaves fall and that kind of thing. And it's become kind of like our anthem everywhere we go, all around the world.
Yeah.
People are sending us them singing it in different languages, and they play it at funerals and stuff. And we just signed a deal with a publishing company, and they're going to make an illustrated version of The Family Tree, a book of it, for like kids, for grieving, you know, for families and stuff. Yeah, so we're really excited about that. That'll be coming out next year sometime, hopefully.
And that'll hopefully be on the VeniceTheBand.com website.
Yes, indeed.
That is so cool. How did they come up? How much did you come up with that concept, or did somebody?
The guy approached us. He's family, married to our family, and he came and saw the show, and he saw everyone singing The Family Tree in the audience and holding up their lighters and everything. And he was like, yeah. He said, we just did another book that was unintentionally sort of a self-help grieving book, and it was such a success that we were looking for something else, and this is perfect. So, yeah, we're really excited about it.
That really warms my heart. That is
nice.
so cool. That is awesome. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. You guys are amazing. I will be at your show, so don't worry. I will be there with a lot of people. I missed it last year. I'm so sorry, but I heard about it, and they all said, you better get your butt there.
Well, it's really a lot of fun for us because we know so many people from being around so long.
Yeah.
So the NAMM show for us is like a high school reunion in a way. You know, we run into all our old pals.
Old home week.
Yeah, so we do a bunch of songs from different albums and
Awesome.
just have a good time.
Good time. Good
Yeah.
job. Well, much success for you guys. Seriously.
Thank you.
Have a fun time at NAMM, and we'll see you tonight.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. And thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more interviews with Backstage 360. Welcome back. We are here at NAMM 2025 in Anaheim, California. We've been doing a lot of interviews, and today we've got a mastering engineer, Maor Appelbaum, and he has been doing series and series and series of talks to all the musicians here, telling them all kinds of stuff about mastering their songs. So mastering, give us a little, for those of you that don't know this at home, what does mastering mean? What happens when you do that?
Well, basically, it's the final creative artistic technical step of the production. It's basically just in the end, you have the writing, producing, recording, editing, mixing, and then you have the mastering, where we take the final mix, which you're very happy with, and we elevate that. It could be adjusting it volume-wise, sonically, like treble, bass, mids, EQing it, making it translate better on different systems.
Right. So you basically put the final touches on their artistry.
They did their artistry,
Right.
and I can put the final touch. I'm not taking anything that they did down, I'm taking it up.
Exactly.
Okay, now when I say I'm taking it up, of course, everybody has opinions, but but the idea is basically you got to a place where you're very happy with. Now let's see how we can take it up the notch, elevate it, make it more exciting, more engaging, more translating well to different systems, just getting you to get more excited about it. Maybe that's.
I'm going to assume you've probably mastered a lot of interesting and famous people in your lifetime. Can you give us a few examples?
I've done a lot of records, true. Some of the names you might know, I've worked with Faith No More, with Meatloaf, with Yes, with Eric Gales, Walter Trout, Rob Halford, Yngwie Malmsteen, Sepultura, Sabaton, William Shatner, Armored Saint, El Nino,
Wait.
Fight. Wait, I got it.
He's got so many.
No, I really need to remember now.
Oh my gosh.
I work with Dream Theater, I work with Limp Bizkit, I work with...
I have to go back.
I gotta remember, there's Oceans of Slumber, Cynic.
Oh my gosh.
Lita Ford.
Wow.
Wow, I mean, there's a
lot.
Yeah,
and you're based in Los Angeles.
I'm based in Los Angeles,
Okay.
but a lot of my work is international based,
Okay.
so a lot of bands could be from Europe, from Australia, from
I'm
South America.
so sorry, but I have to go back to William Shatner.
Oh, that was...
What in the heck? What was all that about?
So, William Shatner, beside being a legend, in Star Trek and Captain Kirk, he also does these spoken word records.
Okay.
And he's done a few long time ago and some later on, but the record I worked on was kind of a prog rock record, like progressive rock musicians
Okay.
that had, the music and even singing, and he would do narration.
Oh,
so
my.
he's kind of telling a story, and it's called Ponder the Mystery.
Oh, I'm going to have to look that one up.
William Shatner, Ponder the Mystery.
Did he do his commander voice?
I think that's basically how he talks, right? I mean, it's a story. He didn't do Captain's Log, Friday that.
Captain's Log.
But he has this thing.
Oh.
And funny thing, story happened. I was at a convention, just like there's NAMM, there was AES, there's still AES. And I was in New York. I was walking the floor, just like NAMM. And I walked through this, aisle, and there was a booth there, and somebody's telling, there were two guys talking, and one of them says, William Shatner just did a new record called Ponder the Mystery. I wonder who mastered it. And I was just walking there, and I was like, me. And they're looking at me, what? It's like, yeah, I just did that record. Funny that.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was cool.
That was pretty cool.
So, yeah.
So talking about conventions and being here at NAMM 2025, and you've spoken so many times, and I know you've got to go because you've got another speaking engagement. Two more. Oh my gosh. What are the three takeaways that you want these people here that are listening to you in regards to what you're telling them at NAMM?
Well,
or what you're teaching?
Well, the thing that I think is very important is, every piece of music is a piece of art, and it has an identity. And it doesn't matter if you're influenced by other bands or you're trying to give your take on it. I think it's very important that your signature is not just your music, but your sound.
Okay.
So someone can recognize you, recognize your voice, recognize the way things are. Back in the day, you would put a record on, that's that band. Because even if they change producers or change places, they had a sound.
Right.
I think it's very important to keep that tradition because that's an identity. I think today in the digital realm, we can do everything we want. The sky's the limit.
Yeah.
We kind of find ourselves very similar. And I think it's lost. And we need to bring that back. And as a mastering engineer, I can get sometimes 30 different mixing engineers that will sound similar because they're using the same instruments, same technique, same plugins. And I always say, like, do your own thing, And
Right.
as a mastering guy, I let every project that comes in to be on its own. Give it its signature sound, enhance what they have, not try to be a cookie cutter. There's artists that I've worked with that have done 30 albums with, which is a lot. But no record is the same as the other, even if it's musically similar. Sonically, give it a different sound.
Right. And are the musicians here receptive to what you're saying? I mean, are they coming up to you with questions and that sort of thing afterwards?
Some do. I had a lecture yesterday at the Hilton Ballroom. It was packed, and people were asking questions, and I like that because
Yeah.
I want people to engage in the subject. I think that knowledge is shared, and when it's shared, it grows because everybody's bringing
Yeah.
their opinions, their experiences into the picture, and it becomes more interesting. If everybody will just think one way, then in one day we could figure out that thing. But the whole thing is, knowledge is like personality.
Right.
There's different types of knowledge. Experience versus theory. That's my takeaway. And the other thing is, we have to remember that music is a community. And everything in music is part of that. Could be marketing, could be distribution, could be production, could be
Branding,
PR, brands, magazines, media, instruments. It's like
interviews.
I mean, everything we do is part of it. And
Yeah.
once you start taking these things out of the picture,
Yes.
you start breaking that community.
Yeah.
So it's important to have all that stuff and don't downplay it. It's important for its existence and for the musicians' community. We're basically, we're all hung up on strings that hold each other.
So where can people find you? Do you have a website, social media, all that stuff?
www.maorappelbaum.com, maorappelbaum.com, or just Google Maor Appelbaum.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm reachable. I like working with bands. Doesn't matter if they're small, starting out, mid-range, big. To me, it's all about the music.
Exactly. So that's what it is. It's all about the music here at NAMM. Thank you so much for joining us. Wish you much success in the future and keep making that music. Definitely.
Well, as long as they keep making
Yep.
the music, I can work.
That's right. So keep making that music and give them a call. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time. Stay tuned for more interviews with Backstage 360. Hello, I'm Kelly Bennett for Backstage 360 at NAMM 2025. We've been interviewing a lot of different artists and vendors, and this guy came all the way from Texas. His name is Greg Swann, and he is a country music artist. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. And so we were talking prior to this and learned a little bit about you. How did you start into music and when?
In all honesty, nobody in my family had any musical talent whatsoever. I started learning how to play the guitar in my 20s, and next thing you knew, I was in a band. Next thing you knew, I had my own band.
Wow.
So
What was that called?
it was Greg Swann.
Oh, Greg Swann.
Actually, when I started the first band, it was called Bad Attitude, and we just played. We played around the East Texas area. We played a little bit in Louisiana, Oklahoma, and stuff like that.
Bad Attitude.
Bad
Was
Attitude.
it country or was it?
It was country, southern rock, mainly country, older school country, not the newer stuff that you hear on the radio now. So I'm trying to kind of do a mixture of the old school with the new school now. So we're getting back into it finally.
So after Bad Attitude, what happened?
Basically what happened is I was about to head to Nashville. I've been talking with a major label in Nashville. Was talking about signing with them when I got into a pretty debilitating car accident. I didn't walk for 8 months. Back surgeries, hip replacement, all that kind of stuff. And
That kind of sidelined everything.
yeah, it kind of sidelined everything. So I've spent the last 20 years working in the oil industry and pipeline industry. And everywhere we go, I've always found a little bar to go play at or something like that. And we were down in Grand Isle when my wife and my manager hooked up. They were old college roommates, and they hadn't seen each other in 30 years. And my manager's been in the industry for 40 years, so she's managed a lot of big names, a lot of metal stuff,
Yes.
all that kind of mess. So Tammy decided she was going to retire. And so she let everybody go, and then she's like, I'm bored.
Tammy Taylor did that.
So she said, I'm bored, and the first person she called was me and said, would you sign with me? And I said, absolutely. So she's been my rock as far as the music stuff goes. She handles everything for me.
Oh my gosh. You
and
got
my wife also.
your wife, the cheerleader.
My wife, my wife is an original. Let's put it that way. You know, she loves to play up and talk and all that
You
kind
got
of
some
stuff.
great people behind you. You really do.
I do have great people behind me. We're looking forward to a lot of good stuff. Got a few songs that are going to be released in February.
Okay.
Hopefully they're going to come out national.
Is this your first time to NAMM?
I'm sorry?
Is this your first time to NAMM?
Yes, this is my first trip to NAMM, so this is all brand new to me.
Wow. So you must be doing a lot of networking and a lot of meeting people.
We have been doing a lot of networking, a lot of meeting people. Hopefully we'll get some endorsements. That's what we're looking for, you know. So we're
Well, if you got Tracy behind you, I'm sure she will definitely get that done.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So tell me about your music.
My music is country. In fact, we'll be releasing our singles in February. First single that's going to be released is called "Whiskey and Me."
And tell me about that.
Well, it's kind of a song about me, you know.
And whiskey.
And whiskey.
Tell me about the whiskey.
So, "Whiskey and Me," it was a song that we found in a catalog. I fell in love with it immediately. So we went down to Houston to Stormy Cooper Media, and we did the recordings, all that kind of stuff. They are awesome down there, by the way. If you ever get a chance, Stormy Cooper Media get a chance to get in with them. Like I said, it's a mixture between old country and new country. So I think it'll do very well.
Okay.
You know, I'm hoping it'll do very well anyway. That's our hopes.
Awesome. And so it'll come out in February.
It'll come out in February.
And is it an album or a song?
Well, I've got I've got like 5 singles recorded so far. I don't have a complete album out yet. I'm still working on.
Are you releasing any of those singles?
Yeah, "Whiskey and Me" will be released first, and then I have a couple of singles called "There Ain't No App for That," and then I've got another one called "She's the Real Deal."
Are these original songs that you've written?
No, I did not write these.
Okay.
I got them out of the catalog. I do a lot of songwriting.
Okay.
I've just hadn't had the chance to sit down and do it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's been a pretty big whirlwind ever since we started. It's been fast, and it's been going, and we're hoping everything just all comes together, and it's starting to come together.
Are you ready for all this?
I have been ready for it, darling. Like you said, they always say you got to pay your dues. If I hadn't paid my dues yet, then I don't want to pay them. You know, so
I think you have paid some of your dues.
I think I have too.
So what's next? What's the future hold for you?
The sky's the limit at this moment.
What would you want? Tell everybody right there.
I want to be on stage. I want to be singing. I want to be a superstar. You know, that's it.
Oh my gosh.
You know, that's been my lifelong dream. So that's where I'm going.
Wow. That sounds so exciting. And I love country. And you're in the right hands. Seriously.
I am in the right hands.
So where can people find your music?
Greg Swann Music on Facebook. As of right now, our other social media platforms are going to be released in February also. We'll also have our website coming up. It's going to go live in February. GregSwannMusic.com.
Okay.
They'll be able to find my music, my tour dates, all that kind of stuff. We'll have a store set up. We've got merch. We've got all that kind of stuff. We've already got all set up.
So for somebody who's at home watching you and thinking to himself, I can't do this, what would you say to them? Because you came out of the ashes of a debilitating accident, and then now here you are at NAMM for the first time.
Never stop chasing your dream.
Yeah. Tell that to them.
Never stop chasing your dream.
I'm so excited for you.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, and thank you so much for stopping by. Wish you much success in your career. And make sure you go to GregSwannMusic.com and check out this guy, because We need a little bit more country.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The world needs a little more country
That's
right now.
right. Yeehaw. Well, thank you again.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more interviews with Backstage 360.
Thank you.